What's up, konnichiwa, you figure addicts, you. So, I'm a huge Iron Man fan. Been waiting for this. Finally got a chance to pop it open. Had this exactly for a week. And look at this big ass box. Really nice image there of Mr. Tony Stark. Right there, Iron Man 3. Down there, Hot Toys. Damn guys, this box is pretty much the size of the Hulk figure, if you have the Hulk figure. And pretty much just as heavy. Big box. Comes with the handle on it. So, pretty cool, pretty cool. And let me spin this around. Iron Man 3. Alright guys. Not sure how long this review is going to be. There's a lot of goodies in here. So, let's check it out. The inner. Okay guys, here's pretty much the inner sleeve with the credits of everyone involved. Let's take this off. Okay guys, this is pretty much what you get when you open the package. This is what he's gonna look like. Alright guys, let's start off with the beautiful diorama, kind of base, kind of awesomeness, display stand, goodness here we get. So, it's a couple of pieces. You get the flooring here, comes in 3 pieces. And then you get the center section right here. And there's little clips that they all clip together. And of course you get 3 of these steps. I left it apart there so you guys could see kind of how it goes together. And you can see nice detail in them. They're not just completely painted to look brand new. Does have some nice weathering in them. And nice detailing up here. The flooring looks awesome. Of course you get this bit that lights up. You get that little piece in the center there. You just push on that and it lights up. Sorry, way too bright, you're not even gonna see it, but you get the gist. So this whole centerpiece is about that thick, nothing crazy, but really nicely detailed. Takes 3 AAAs, and then you get, see how I left this up like that, so that you can hide where it connects pretty much. Take the little tabs and you just pop it in. I don't have the room for this right now, so I'm not going to bother clipping it all together. And you get, what is it, 6 of these pieces right here. It's just cardboard to make the flooring come together. Pretty much just slip it underneath. And real nice. And if you choose to do so, there's wiring on 3 sides of this. Be careful, there's tiny little, you can just see it there, little twist tie. So be careful not to just yank on them too hard. You know, undo the twist tie a little. You can leave it there if you want. And then you're supposed to put the wires in a certain way. You can do it whichever way you want. It's not that hard, not that tedious. And then this part right here looks like so. And pretty much just clip it underneath. Pretty much half of a leg of this piece and half of this one of the flooring They both slide together in here, and that keeps the flooring nice and tight. So you get the nice acrylic, I believe it is, clear pole right here to pose Tony whichever way you want. It's a pretty big piece. I'm impressed with it. So other than that, you get the clip with the nice soft padding in here so that you could grasp Tony, make him look like he's floating, hanging upside down, whatever you want. But I think this piece is worth the money. You get so much stuff with this. Really nice detailing all around, and if you choose to do so, which I'll probably do for now, just use the centerpiece as a display. And that's that, guys. Let's check out some accessories and the actual figure. Alright guys, let's see what we get from Hot Toys for all our money. Man, you get a lot of stuff. You get a really cool little workbench with some cool little functional wheels, which you can take off. They do spin around. Looks like we got the same table from that we got with the Joker. It's got the little pencil hole over there. They just added the wheels probably and this little extra work place right there. So that's pretty neat. And you get, I love these pieces. This is supposed to represent when they're flying to him on their own. Look at the beautiful detail in there. It's got a little hint of blue on those two parts right there on the inside. Beautiful detail. I love this. And so that was the leg. You get the arm piece. Also a hint of blue in there. Really neat. Beautiful. You get Mark 42 leg armor. Really cool. Hollow. You can put this on him. They're labeled right and left. You can open it up a little bit right here and right here. Awesome detailing, of course. So you get those two. You can take his shoes off and put the Mark 42 armor foot plates pieces. Sorry. And they do have a bit of articulation. They just pop in the pegs right there. Awesome paint job, of course. And let's see, you get a total of 6 hands. You get those for grasping stuff. You can grab whatever you want. You get fists. And he comes with the relaxed hands. Let's see what else we get. We get a bit of wiring there. And over here you could see the hand guards, which are angled. And I'll show you why in a minute. You get a nice screwdriver. And right there it is, made of metal, of course. Well, die cast except for the handle. Same thing with the pliers, die cast, and the wire cutters. Really cool to have these. I love it. You get these 3 diagrams, very nicely detailed. It says Stark Industries Mark 7 prototype. So you get those 3. Nothing on the back, but it's just cool to have. Being a huge Iron Man fan, I can appreciate little stuff like this. May not mean a lot to some people, but to some of us it does. You get a cool little 1/6 scale magazine with a bunch of pages on the inside, which do have images. It's really neat. Look how nice and glossy it looks, like a real magazine. Really sweet. You get a little tool to help you take parts off and whatnot. Alright, you also get to put on the workbench. You get like one little shoulder piece right there. You get the neck piece. You get some extra pegs. You get an older helmet. Not sure from which exact one it is, but it is beautifully detailed. You can place it on him if you want. You got the peg right there. You got the cool little bit of soft padding there. Beautiful. You get the face plate. Beautiful detail on the inside, of course. Awesome. And you get this headpiece right here. Slips on his head. Look, they even put a nice little plastic piece so it doesn't get scuffed up in shipping. Nicely detailed little piece. I like it. I think it's cool. I'll definitely use it on mine. You get a cool little camcorder, which in the movie his little robot buddy is using. You can close that. Look at the cool little details on it. It's pretty sick. Looks exactly like the one I'm using. The tips bit weird. Alright. You get a couple of hands here, other than just the human hands. You get some functional. This is of an older armor. Of course, it's all red. It's really sick. I love how the articulation works on these little tiny hands. It's so sick. You can light it up if you want. You get 4 of these from the Mark 42. Beautiful paint. So of course you get one set that's normal, and the other one is on an angle, so you could do his iconic poses with his hands, shooting his repulsors. Really sweet. We didn't get these back in the day with the older Iron Man, so started off with this past Mark 7, which I love. So that's what you use the angled guards there, the hand guards. Already showed you, I think, the extra pegs, and you get right here the extra arms with the armor. There's the tab right there. You pull that clear little piece. There's the on-off button to light them up. So you do get a pair of fisted Mark 42 hands. You pull those off, and you could take this hand guard off and put the angled one on. So you just pop his arm off, pop this, and I love how they made it. You see right there, it pulls back in on its own. Magnetic. It's awesome. Really easy to fuss around with, to mess about with, sorry. I love it. Looks sick. Can't wait to try it on. So you get 2 of those. Last but not least is his little buddy, the robot. Look at that cool detailing on this. Let me see if I could show you. Look at the cool little wiring everywhere. Of course, he does have articulation right here, forward and back. I love all the wiring. So sick. This you could turn only so far because of the wires, so be careful. Over here, you can point it down, turn that left and right, and of course here you could place the little camcorder and hold it like in the movie. Get the little U going on there. You can see all the little nuts and bolts. Love this piece. Functional little wheels, couple of wires in there, and of course the whole thing turns. So that's pretty badass. So this is how Tony comes, pretty much. Just like this. Really sweet. Pants, the outfit, everything's awesome. Sculpted boots with the sculpted laces, really cool. Look at the texturing on the pants. Everything's perfect with this guy. I love it. Of course, you get that awesome skin texture that only Hot Toys gives us. Got a little Stark Industries going on there on the shirt. Shirt is like a spandexy look. I actually love this. I would definitely wear this. It reminds you of some kind of futuristic, like in the movie The Island. Love that movie. And in my opinion, this is the best Tony Stark head sculpt. That is cool. Look at that. Love the hairdo. The only thing that I think is hard for them to capture with these things is the eyes. That's the only thing that really throws it off for me on figures. if you want to nitpick, but I can never make something like this. I think it's amazing. So I will take it. I love it. It is a 9 out of 10 for me. Look at the texture on the skin there. It's just fucking awesome. Little wrinkles there. Crows. Yeah, that's beautiful. Look at that. The shirt. Alright, let's give him a spin. So that's how you could use that clear pole there. It's got cool little pockets going on. Look at the stitching. In the back of the shirt. The only thing they kind of messed up on was the picture on the front of the box clearly shows him he's got the pieces right here. They could have made it where it's like 2 pieces and they snapped on and off if you wanted to magnetically, and you could place them on there. It would have looked cool. Minor nitpick, I really don't care. Just, it would have been neat. But still, overall, super happy with it. And so, of course, in the back, you got a switch underneath here and a battery compartment. Doesn't protrude through the shirt very much, and it's easy to get to. The switch to light up the arc reactor, which I think they didn't even have to do, and I'm just so glad they did because it looks sick. So give me a second and I will change some of the armor pieces. Okay guys, so you lift the shirt, there's the switch, and you can just see the battery compartment. You're gonna have to pull the clear little tab. This is awesome. Look at that. That's just badass. I'm not gonna lift the shirt anymore. Look at the detail, even the abs. That's why you pay the big bucks with Hot Toys. The detail. So that is just sick. I love it. This was a bitch to get to. The shirt is so tight. I don't want to stretch it, so be careful when you get yours. You can see it lights up well. It's real bright in my house, and you can clearly see the light on his chest. The button, the switch is real easy to access. Look, on and off, one-handed. Appreciate that. Alright guys, so put a couple of different parts on him, some of the armor. Pretty simple. I liked it. It was nice and easy. Just take your time with it. When you're switching the pants, the legs, just fold the pants into a nice tip and hold them right here while you're sliding with the other hand them in, and they'll stay in place. So it's not that hard. One leg only took me once, the other one twice. This way they don't look all folded up and stuff. The bottom, taking his feet off, let me give you here's the full look at the shoe. One of them came off easy, the other one, the peg stayed in there. So went to the kitchen, boiled some water for maybe like a minute and 20 seconds, not that long. You boiled the water and softens it up, and I actually used the figure itself. I put it back in on him, and then I was able to pull the peg back out. So be careful with that, not to break it. Another thing, putting the feet on, back onto the pegs. These pieces are really thin. They felt, it's not cheap quality, but they're just thin, so I was very hesitant on putting them on. I was so scared they were going to crack, so be careful. I am not going to be taking these on and off ever again, probably. I don't want to break them. Just be careful. But they do look cool. The arms were pretty much no problem. You know, make sure you're holding it in the proper area, and they just pop right off. Just twist them a bit and then gently pull, and they come right off. Now, I love how they made it magnetic because it's so simple to work. There's a switch, pull the little tab. See over here, I got the normal hand guard, and this one I got the one on an angle. So it's beautiful how because you could just, it's so easy, so much easier to pose that way. And he looks awesome, badass. So you got the little switch right here. You just turn it. Look how bright that light is. That's just awesome. Looks sick with this little buddy there. I'm pretty much just gonna keep it on this. I'm not gonna use the whole big display because I don't have the room at the moment. The workbench looks awesome with all his little goodies on it. It just looks really sweet. That looks sick. I love it. Pretty much how he's gonna stay, I guess. And all the detailing, just like I said, once again, be careful. They are thin pieces. Take your time with the pants, do it right. And he looks awesome. The headpiece, I like it a lot. It looks cool. And you know what, let me grab the mech test version just to do a quick comparison, and we'll check that out. Alright guys, so here he is with the mech test version, which I love. I think that might have been my favorite head sculpt of Tony until now, but they look really sick together. Just, they really complement each other. It just looks sweet. And that with all the stuff in the background, him on this display. This is pretty much how I keep him. I love the stand. This is unbelievable. The amount of detail that went into this figure. I don't know how much this must go for on eBay right now, but this is a great figure. So sick. All the stuff they put into it. The outfit, so much wiring, so much intricate little stuff. A little battery pack. It's just sweet. But that is a damn good head sculpt. Of course, so is this. Just really sweet together. And there's the robot that the mech test came with. Pretty much the only difference is the base, the bottom pieces, and he's got the fire extinguisher. And this one's got the camera. Oh, he doesn't have the little U on it. Like that. But they look sick. I love it. Let's check out something else. Alright guys, so bit of comparison. Just show you pretty much some of the different head sculpts. So you got down here, you get the one that came with the Mark IV, which is an awesome head sculpt. This one, you can't take off the helmet, but of course, beautiful head sculpt. That is the First Armor 2.0. That is the third battle damage, of course. That wasn't bad for its time. And of course, over here you got the mech test. Back there you have the Mark VI battle damage, which is just badass. That suit, I love it. Of course, number 4 is my favorite, but that's a pretty good head sculpt. And back there you get the one which a lot of people aren't liking. I think it's okay, but like most, that smirk just gets me. I don't know. It's okay. So if you don't want to do that look, you just put the helmet on. I got two, one to keep nice and clean, and one to keep battle damage. So there is my one and only, the best one in my opinion, the Mark IV. It was literally my first hot toy, and I love that thing. So that's it, guys. That's my Tonys, just chilling. So happy to have them all. They look badass. If you have the room, I can't wait to get the Hall of Armors. It's gonna look sick. Just sick. Well, guys, this was my review of this beautiful piece from Iron Man 3, Tony Stark. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I know it was a bit long, but there was a lot to show. Alright guys, SS out.